Hi lads, can you hear me okay? You have a good burn supper, the both of you?
we had a Japanese meal last night, so away from the traditional burn supper.
Very similar. Gregor, first question to you. Is this the best Scotland squad you've had to work out with in your time in charge?
Yes, yeah. You see it from training yesterday, the quality. We've got a lot of rugby players that are comfortable with ball in their hands, making decisions. A lot of people that work hard too. So that's a great combination that you want to see in a group. But you see it outside of our training, so how they're performing for their clubs. And there's a lot of competition for places, a lot of players that are playing well for Edinburgh, Glasgow, and also clubs in England and one in France. So, yeah, it definitely is. It's now about getting that into a 15 and a 23 that can play better rugby than we've ever played.
And I think if I'm right, beating England 2 years in a row, you have to go back to 1983 maybe, Gregor. It's a long time. Like, it'd be great to do it again, wouldn't it, in your first match?
Yeah, it would. It's going to be a big challenge. I think the first game is always tricky in terms of you've not played for 2 months and you're fighting for that cohesion. Last year we did it so well. Our detail around our set piece, our defence, our kicking game, and our execution, especially in that first 20 minutes, was excellent. So getting to that stage would be great. We know England will be a better team than they were a year ago. They've had good experiences themselves in November, and they've got a quality team. So the challenge is even a harder one this year. But our players have started this camp in the right way. The way we trained yesterday shows that they're going to be up to speed by next week.
And 5 uncapped players in your squad, Gregor. How big a chance is to see them, and also looking ahead 18 months down the track to the World Cup?
Yeah, I think in November we were definitely had an eye on the World Cup. I think we had 10 new caps that played throughout our 4 test matches. This squad is about 6 nations. So the players that are in this squad merit their place, and they're challenging for a start. So whether that's VP Nell, who's 35-year-old, or a younger guy who's came in for the first time, we believe that it could help us win. They've got to persuade us by how they train. Some of them have got more games this weekend to play in. But yeah, we're pleased with the group and pleased with how quickly they're gelling together.
Great stuff. And Stuart, just a couple of questions for you. You were man of the match last year at Twickenham in that game. It's a great day for you. How big is it for you to go and back that up in the first game against England at home?
Oh, it'll be massive. It'll be massive for us. I think, for us, we've got, England first up, who are an outstanding team. They've chalked off some very, very good victories over the autumn and playing some very good rugby. So we know that it's going to be, a hugely physical challenge. We're going to have to bar up both sides of the ball. We're going to have to play smart. But that's the exciting thing. We get an opportunity to represent Scotland, to go out there and to be ourselves, which is what we want. And we're at home at BT Murrayfield first up. So we want to be in a position to go out there and give ourselves every opportunity of winning. So we've got 10 days between now and then to get everything right. But we're hugely excited for the challenge. And, I think we're going to have to rein each other in over the next wee while to make sure we're ready to rock and roll on a week on Saturday.
And if we look at that back line, Ali Price, Finn Russell, yourself, you played together for so long. Surely that is such an advantage going into these tournaments?
Oh, it's quality because, we spend so much time off the field together. So we know each other like the back of our hands. So there's no coincidence that it works when it comes to playing rugby, because we all get on so well off the field. That's the squad as a collective. We really enjoy being in and around each other's company on and off the field, and it speaks volumes for the results on the field. So look, it's exciting time for us. We as I say, we get on well, and hopefully we can continue to do that and make sure we're enjoying each other's company on and off the field, and hopefully celebrating victories.
Yeah, and finally from me, do you think this team you're involved in is good enough come the end of March to win this trophy?
I think we're solely focused on England first and foremost, and believing in each other's ability to go out there and start our campaign off in the best possible way. And after that, we'll concentrate on Wales.
Great answer.